Woolpit is a real English village with a history that stretches back over 800 years. Its name and its records point to a specific, documented mystery from the 12th century. The town is named for the wolf pits, deep earthen trenches dug by medieval farmers to protect their livestock from predators. During the harvest, locals peering into one of these dark cavities discovered something unexpected. Huddled at the bottom were two small figures. They were a young boy and a girl. When the villagers pulled them out, the children spoke in a rapid, rhythmic language that no one in the village could identify or understand. But it was their physical appearance that truly unsettled the community. Their skin was naturally and entirely green. This encounter is preserved in multiple 12th century chronicles. Modern researchers continue to revisit these accounts, attempting to find a logical explanation for what the villagers witnessed. The search for answers begins with their survival. Initially, the children refused all standard medieval food, showing no interest in bread or meat. As they grew weaker from starvation, the villagers offered them a variety of crops, until they finally presented the children with raw, green beans. The children ate the beans immediately. For a long period, it was the only food they seemed to recognize as edible. As they transitioned to a more diverse local diet, their physical appearance began to change. The green tint in their skin gradually faded until it disappeared entirely. This suggests the pigmentation was a temporary symptom of their previous environment or diet, rather than a permanent biological trait. Once the children learned the local language, they described their home as a place called St. Martin's Land. They claimed they lived in a world of perpetual twilight, where the sun never fully rose, and every plant and person shared that green hue. They recalled herding cattle toward a loud, ringing sound, like a church bell, before suddenly finding themselves in the bright light of the Woolpit wolf pit. This biological model illustrates a condition called chlorosis. As the VO says chlorosis, the silhouette's nutritional levels drop. When severe anemia is caused by a lack of iron and fresh food, the skin can take on a distinct greenish-yellow tint. Historical mapping provides another clue. As the VO says mapping, the network of subterranean flint mine tunnels highlights near the village traps. Some researchers believe the children were Flemish refugees who had become lost in the region's extensive flint mines. To a group of starving children living in the damp, mossy darkness of a mine shaft, the surface world would appear blindingly bright and unfamiliar. When medical data is aligned with the local geography, a path emerges to explain how these children might have arrived in Woolpit. Despite these theories, the story ended tragically for the boy. He was never able to adapt to his new life and died shortly after his arrival. The girl survived and integrated into the community. Records suggest she married a man from a nearby town and lived for many years as a typical resident of the English countryside. Even so, the historical case remains open. There is no direct evidence of a Flemish settlement near the mines during that specific window of the 12th century. Because of these gaps, some continue to look toward more extreme possibilities, from hidden subterranean civilizations to theories of travel between parallel worlds. Whether they were lost children or visitors from another realm, their story survives as a rare instance where the edges of history meet the truly unexplainable.